स्टूडेंट इंडियन बैंकिंग सिस्टम, इसमें आपका मेन टॉपिक चल रहा है कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स। और इससे पहले हमने इसकी रोल ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स और टाइप्स ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स के बारे में डिस्कस किया था। आज इसके बेनिफिट्स ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक। The cooperative movement has become a powerful instrument for rapid economic growth. It has resulted in several benefits. The expansion of cooperative banks has resulted in several benefits. They are कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स काफ़ी हेल्पफुल है इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को करने के लिए। नंबर 1 पॉइंट, दे हैव प्रोवाइड चीप क्रेडिट टू फार्मर्स। They discouraged unproductive borrowing. जो अनप्रोडक्टिव एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उनको डिस्करेज करता है। किसानों के लिए कम इंटरेस्ट पर लोन प्रोवाइड करता है। नंबर 2, स्टूडेंट they have reduced the importance of money lenders. More than 60% of the credit needs of agriculturists are now met by the cooperative banks. Thus, cooperative banks have protected the rural population from the clutches of the money lenders. स्टूडेंट जो पहले गांव में साहूकार हुआ करते थे तो किसान साहूकारों से लोन लेते थे और साहूकार उनसे काफ़ी अच्छी मोटी रकम इंटरेस्ट के रूप में वसूल करते थे। कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स आने से जो मनी लेंडर्स थे उनके इम्पोर्टेंस को कम हो गया और अपनी एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाने के लिए कोऑपरेटिव बैंक ने उन्हें हर तरीके से लोन प्रोवाइड किया। नंबर 3, स्मॉल एंड मार्जिनल फार्मर्स आर बीइंग असिस्टेड टू इंक्रीज देयर इनकम। और जो छोटे किसान थे उनकी इनकम को इंक्रीज़ करने में ये असिस्ट यानी इसने एक सहायक भूमिका निभाई कोऑपरेटिव बैंक ने। नेक्स्ट, दे हैव प्रमोटेड सेविंग एंड बैंकिंग हैबिट्स अमंग द पीपल, स्पेशली द रूरल पीपल। Instead of hoarding money, the rural people tend to deposit their saving in the cooperative or commercial banks. Number 5, they have undertaken several welfare activities. They have also taken steps to improve the morals, polity and education. They have greatly helped in the introduction of better agricultural methods. Cooperative credit is available for purchasing improved seeds, chemical fertilizers, and modern implements cheaply and sells their produce at good prices. And they played an important part in the changing the old customs and tradition of the people, which are an obstacle to progress and economic betterment. So, next topic, functions of cooperative banks. The main functions of cooperative banks are: number one, primary credit societies, PSEs, approved short and medium term credit facility to its member. यानी प्राइमरी क्रेडिट सोसाइटीज़ हैं, ये शॉर्ट टर्म एंड मीडियम टर्म क्रेडिट फैसिलिटीज़ प्रोवाइड करती हैं अपने मेंबर्स को. These members can enjoy cash credit facilities from district cooperative banks, central bank, and from some other commercial bank. Number two, state cooperative banks control and provide funds to the DCCBs, यानी district cooperative central banks, and serves as a link between NABARD and DCCBs and state cooperative banks. Several development programs of NABARD are channelized towards the PSEs through SCBs. Suppose a refinance facility is received by the SCB of any state from NABARD at a moderate rate of interest. SCBs then lends money to the district cooperative central bank at the same rate of interest, and DCCBs provide the money to the primary credit societies at the same rate of interest. The cost of management of these operations are subsidized by the state government. Number three, short term and medium term credit facilities are approved by SCBs and district cooperative central banks to some cooperative societies out of their own funds. In this case, the SCBs and DCCBs can charge a relatively higher rate of interest as compared to the case where they are refinanced by the NABARD. Number four, productive and different income generating activities get help from PSEs. The entrepreneurial talents in rural areas are activated by the working of these banks, and societies. Number 5, cooperative societies can help rural people by freeing them from the grip of rural money lenders. This can be done by the including organizing capabilities among rural people. Number 6, the process of deposit mobilization and accumulation of capital in the rural areas can be channelized by cooperatives. Number 7, implementation of different development plans of the government can be done by cooperative credit societies. And different credit control policies of RBI are implemented by these cooperative banks. If RBI wants to restrict the flow of credit to the unproductive sector in the rural areas, this policy can be implemented through SCBs and DCCBs. If these banks charge relatively high rate of interest in case of credit provided to the unproductive sectors, then demand for the credit will be automatically reduced, similarly charging relatively low rate of interest in the case of priority sector of cooperative banks can inspire the productivities of priority sector. This is a credit control instrument named as different rules of interest schemes. स्टूडेंट जो अनप्रोडक्टिव एक्टिविटीज़ थी उनको क्रेडिट फैसिलिटीज़ कम देना, जिससे कि कोऑपरेटिव ज़्यादा लोन प्रोवाइड ना कर सके। आज स्टूडेंट हमने इसके फंक्शंस के बारे में डिस्कस किया और इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस के बारे में। थैंक यू स्टूडेंट।